All right, my friends. Hey, Miss Kasha's got a sketchbook. I know. So I thought maybe we would go back to doing a couple of drawings for Christmas. You can still go back and build, find other things that you can do to make things stand up. But I thought we would switch gears for just a little bit, come back and do some drawings for those of you that are like, I don't have any cardboard to do any cutting. It's okay. Let's do a drawing in our sketchbook, all right? And then you can do some of these later on, too. So let's see, what's in the book? What are we doing? What's in the book? Oh, we're going to do a little snowman selfie today. Ah! All right, let's turn it so you can see it the right way. There he is. All right, so our little snowman is looking really big because he's very close to us in the page. So he's taking a picture of himself and that Christmas tree and that house with the Christmas lights behind it. So let's take a look. Do you see the whole snowman? No, Miss Koshna, I only see his face. I know, isn't that great? Do you see his whole hat? Why, no, Miss Koshna, I only see a piece of his hat. Right, and then you see his stick for his arm. Now look in the background, see that black line? That's where the horizon is. The horizon is the place where the sky touches the ground. And since we have a snowman, it's going to be cold outside. And I'm going to say that all of this is going to be snow on the ground until I reach the sky. All right? Nice smiling face on our snowman. Little circles. Look, we've got some zigzags, some diagonals, a nice pointy kind of a triangle carrot nose. Ah, looks good. I love it. Okay, so let's make a snowman. And you will need your pencil to start with and an eraser. And then you will need a Sharpie when we're finished drawing. Okay, so let's slide this to the side. Are you ready to start? Yes. Okay. So we're going to start with our book this way, horizontal. We're going to draw a great big part of a circle, a great big curved line. And I want it to start maybe a couple of fingers, like 3 fingers from over here. And it's going to come all right down to here, almost the middle of the paper, down here, okay? And I want it to curve. I want it to come out like a circle and down. All right, it's going to come out and down, out and down. Don't make it pointy, make it round, and do this lightly because, do you see the top of the snowman's head? No, it's tucked up underneath his hat, but our line starts up here. Okay? Make it nice and big. If you make it tiny, you're going to have to add more stuff. We're doing this nice and big. All right, now let's draw a diagonal line. We're going to make a rectangle on a diagonal for his hat. Okay, the brim of his hat is going to be bigger. See how much wider it is here than his head. All right, so I'm going to go on a diagonal and I'm going to put in a line and go zoop. Now, let's double it up. Do another one. Perpendicular means it runs right next to it, but it doesn't touch. Uh-oh, I got a little skinny there, didn't I? All right, I'm going to connect them up to make my rectangle. Now I'm going to put a line here that just brings my hat down. See where it touches right there at my snowman's head? Ding! There's my hat for my snowman. Here's the brim and his hat is up here. So take your eraser, and I have moved my eraser and I cannot find it right now. You're going to, sorry guys, that didn't mean to happen. You're going to erase your snowman's head out of the hat so you don't get confused. Okay, there it is. All right, now, where are your eyes going to go on your snowman? Are they going over here? Are they going there? Where are they going? Take 2 fingers and figure out where your snowman's eyes are going to go. And make 2 nice sized circles for your snowman's eyes, okay? Now we're going to do a triangle shape. Remember, there's going to be 2 lines here, a triangle shape for our nose. So I'm going to figure out how far out do I want my nose to go, and I'm going to put a little dot there. And then I'm going to come from either the dot and draw in, That looks good right there. Now, how big is my nose going to be? Is my carrot nose going to be this big? No, probably not. Is it going to be this big? No, probably not. Maybe like this. That looks good. So I'm going to connect from here to here, just as straight as I can. But if it's not perfectly straight, that's okay, because carrots are not perfectly straight. Sometimes they get a little lumpy. I'm going to connect these two for the bottom of the carrot because it's inside the snow on the snowman's face. Ha-ha! This is an easy drawing. Now right there, see where that line is inside my carrot? I want to make it look like the carrot nose is in front of the snowman's head. All right, let's make a mouth. Now there's a couple different ways you can do a mouth. I did a nice curvy line here. And then I added another one with some teeth. Do I have to do that? No. Your snowman could have circles on it. Okay, maybe you have rocks in there for your mouth. Or you can do a nice, great big smile because my snowman's happy. But I like to give him another loop down here to make it look like my snowman's mouth is open. Does it have to have teeth in it? No, it doesn't have to have teeth in it. Maybe it's a smoochy lips. Could it be a girl? Could she have smoochy lips? She sure could. Could she have eyelashes? Of course she could. Miss Kashna, I love her with eyelashes. I think she is very cute too with eyelashes. I'm going to leave her just like that. Now, let's draw the line where the ground meets the sky. That's the horizon line. Horizon. And it's going to be a horizontal line. Horizontal goes from left to right, and the horizon line is where the sky and the ground touch. Okay, so we're making a background. We're making things that are going to look far away. So now maybe I could add my hand. Did you have to have smoochy lips? No, you didn't have to have smoochy lips. Did you have to have teeth? No, you didn't have to have teeth. This is your snowman or snow woman. You make her the way you want. But I'm going to add a tree back here. And I can start with the top of a triangle. And I could draw across very lightly. But I'm going to start here inside that triangle and come down to make the bottom part of a triangle. Like there's a triangle on top of a triangle. There's my tree. Look, it's a Christmas tree. Da-da-da! Does it have to be a Christmas tree? Well, no, it doesn't. Could it be a tree, just a tree that doesn't have branches on it? Sure. Make a Y shape and then make it a little bit fatter of a Y. We have to fatten up those branches and make a Y up here. Double it up. And a Y up here. Now we have a tree that looks like it doesn't have branches on it. I mean leaves. Duh. It has branches, doesn't it? I could even draw another branch out this way. Oh, that's really cool. And do you want to make a house? Sure, you can make a house. A house we're going to do like a square shape, right? And then putting a triangle on top. That's all you really need for a house. Could you give it a door? Yeah, probably a door would be good. What about windows? Windows would be good too. I like windows on my houses so I can see out. Could I add Christmas lights on my house? Sure. Maybe you could add Christmas lights. But remember, we're going to trace all of these things with a Sharpie, so don't draw them uber stupid little teeny weeny tiny, or you won't be able to do that. All right? Now, in this picture, I drew my snowman's arm sticking up. And that's kind of cool. I like that because she looks like she's waving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that Y shape, like a capital Y. Right, look, I went right over the top of that. By drawing right over the top of that, I'm making my arm for my snowman come forward, and it pushes that back. Now, how many fingers is my snowman going to have? Well, that's up to you. There's a branch right there, right? That would work. Now, we're going to double it like I did that. I'm going to draw next to it like a bubble letter all the way down to the bottom of the page. And I'm going to connect it up. Erase that line. We don't see that now. Now I'm going to double it up here too. erase that line. That horizon line needs to be gone. That one too, because it's connected. There. Ta-da! That's it. It's good enough. Now, I want you to take your Sharpie. Before you take your Sharpie, I want you to make sure you put a piece of scrap paper underneath so that it doesn't bleed through, just in case, just in case, just in case. And then trace all of your lines. Oh, you know what I'm going to do first? On mine, I'm going to put a line here, a diagonal line, but I'm going to draw like a flower. I'm going to draw a flower on my snow woman's hat. Does my other snowman's hat have a flower? No, but this one can. I'm going to erase that off, and erase that off, and erase that off. Oh yeah! So I want you to take your Sharpie and trace your lines so that we only see the correct lines. You're going to pause the video. I'm going to trace mine. You are going to trace yours, and then come back and we'll talk about coloring things in. Okay, doke? All right, see you in a minute. All right, did you erase all your lines? Get in there with that eraser and scrub-a-dub-dub, get all those little pencil lines off. Now you can see, I was kind of hurrying and I shouldn't have been. I made a mistake here and I changed my mouth down here. So, to cover up the fact that I messed up right there, I am going to color that hat black. I hadn't planned on coloring the hat black, but since I messed up, I can cover my mistake up with a black crayon. Now, I'm not going to color this whole thing with you, you know that, but I'm going to get you started, alrighty? So think about the colors you're going to use. Pick a couple different colors for your hat. If you drew a hat band, that should be a different color than this. Think about the colors on your eyes. Is your snowman going to have different colors for eyes, or are they going to be black? Okay, 2 or 3 colors in your hat. Don't forget your carrot nose. Your arm, all right, that's got to be colored in. And then the background too. Since all of this up to this line is snow, we don't need to color it. And since this is the sky, this is what we're going to be coloring in, all right? I've lost my brown crayon. There it is. It ran away from me. Now my brown tree for my hand, stay inside your line and use crayons with this so that you can color lightly if you want to, or press hard if you want to. I might color more lightly back here with my tree, and then press a little bit harder up here on my branch. Make it look closer together. Okay? Now, if you want a different color on your eyes, go ahead and make a different color on your eyes. Ooh! But stay inside your lines and make it neat, complete, and colorful. Okay? Don't forget your sky comes all the way down to that line. This is practice. When we get back in here, man, I'm going to be all over you. Color all the way down. Don't stop there. Color all the way down. Right? Miss Kirshner gets on you, doesn't she? I'm always saying that. Get in there and color it. Make it neat. We can have wonderful drawings, but if we don't color things neatly, it makes our drawing look really bad, okay? All right, so don't forget to color neat, complete, and colorful. That's the last time I'm gonna say that now. You're like, top it, we know. Color everything neatly, my friends. Don't forget to sign the date at the bottom. Make sure that you always do that. And then color your blue sky all the way down. Got it? Don't need to color the snowman, do we? No, because snowman's white. Need to color the ground? No, don't need that either. So make sure you color everything else in. All righty? All right. I love you. Have a great time. See you next week. Bye.